fun, all-natural, and kind of weird formula helped me get rid of my chubby cheeks and my double chin, and how I finally started adding more facial definition in just a few weeks after using it, in under 2 hours a week, less than 14 minutes a day, without painful liposuction surgery, without side effects. It's 100% natural. In fact, since December of 2006, I've shared this trick with over 20,000 people in 84 countries, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, this video contains one of my biggest personal issues I used to have, and I don't feel very comfortable with it. I will only have this online for a very short period of time, so watch this while you can. Now, maybe you think you've heard it all, maybe you've even tried it all, but you have probably not heard of this. And it's not a wonder pill, it's not about losing weight, and it's not about exercising in the gym. But before I tell you more about it, let me first ask you a couple of questions. But please, be honest when you answer. Do you have a thin or average body type, but you have fat cheeks or a double chin, and you hate it? Are you tired of looking at your face in the mirror and thinking, if I had higher cheekbones and a defined jawline, I would be more sexy? Do you feel embarrassed or uncomfortable when you're smiling because most of the time you feel that your face is fat or too big? Do you usually avoid being around cameras because you're afraid your face will look chubby in the pictures and your look will be screwed up? Do you sometimes wake up and say, I like how my face looks today, no puffiness, but why can't my face always be like this? Do you feel secretly jealous when you look or talk to people who have a sexy face structure? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I have some important news for you. You're not alone. In fact, that list of questions was created from years of personal frustration and from my learning about this problem for myself during my previous modeling career. And if you're anything like me and you're currently struggling with face fat, then you probably know that you're walking through life feeling fat without actually being fat. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But hey, I don't need to convince you that out of all the facial features, it's defined cheeks and jawline that separate the beautiful and sexy from the plain Janes. And we both already know that, right? And you can hide the aspects of your body that you're not happy about with clothing or undergarments, but unfortunately there is no way to hide your face fat. It's right there on your face. And everyone is able to see this part of yours that you might not be happy or comfortable with. But the good news is that in this video, you're going to discover the top-rated and most complete face fitness program ever developed. It's been featured in Google, MSN, ClickBank, YouTube, even tons of articles on Ezine articles, fitness.com, Makeup Talk, Women's Health, Men's Health, and About.com. And I don't care if you're male or female, thin or fat, young or old, or if you've tried everything before. I don't even care if you were told you don't have the right genes for that type of face. If you're suffering from face fat, I will show you the formula to get a leaner and more defined face that drives more attention in 14 minutes a day. That's it. You'll feel healthier. You'll wake up in the morning with no face fat, no face puffiness, ready to take on the day with energy you never had before, just like this. You'll look better, more desirable. Just think how great it's going to feel when you start getting way more likes from your friend every time you upload a photo on Facebook, complimenting your sexy smile, plus when noticing that the opposite sex is secretly glancing at you left and right. You'll have newfound confidence. Never again feel uncomfortable when you smile because there will be no face fat to cause that terrible feeling. No matter what anyone tells you, the truth is that the easiest and most foolproof way to have people feel different about you is for you to feel different about yourself. You just don't have to imagine it anymore. Now you probably have a question for me, and you should. Why should I believe that you can help me? Well, I'm actually a pretty normal guy who went through a point where I decided that I needed to get this part of my modeling career called losing face fat and getting a better looking face. I needed to get that handled. I wasn't fat at all. In fact, I've always been the skinny guy. Now this is me on the left, and I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I was going through a time where I'd been involved in the modeling industry and had some success, but I was failing with many casting calls. My problem was face fat, kind of like this chubby little chipmunk on the left. And the worst thing is that I had no idea how to lose face fat or how to add more definition to my facial features, just like the professionals. Most of the people around me were telling me it's impossible to just lose fat from the face, and the only way to do this is by having plastic surgery. But hey, not only could I not afford paying $5,000 for plastic surgery, I was also afraid of the pain and the idea of going under the knife. I'm just not comfortable with that type of thing. And after being frustrated and quitting photo shoots and fashion shows, one night I was talking to George. He's one of my best friends, and I said, if there is a way to lose belly fat, there must also be a way to lose face fat. So I am going to figure this out for myself, no matter what it takes. I tried everything. I spent the next year or so reading a lot of weight loss books and dietary books, watching facial exercise tapes, going to the gym, visiting dermatologists, and generally trying out a lot of wacky ideas that I was learning. I tried to lose weight, but it didn't work. I tried almost every diet. Didn't work. I spent thousands on facial exercising. Didn't work. I spent over $300 on gym fees, but that didn't work. I spent endless hours browsing forums and searching for tips online, blindly believing everything I heard. But again, nothing. I discovered something interesting though. Actually, what was working for my body wasn't working for my face, and that made me realize body fat isn't the same as face fat. Why is that? How come? And that's kind of strange, isn't it? Well, there's this thing called water retention, which affects our body, and it has nothing to do with drinking less water or dehydrating your body. Water retention occurs when the cells around your body accumulate more water than they need. Now, when this happens, your skin gets puffy and bloated, and as a result, your facial structure and the muscle symmetry on your face gets bloated and out of proportion. And as a result, you'll have problem areas like a double chin, puffy cheeks, or you'll have a swollen, tender-looking face and different problems like that. Now, it may sound like it's complicated stuff for you now, but it's not. As I said, I did the hard part of this job, and that hard part was to find the solution to this problem. So how did I do it? Well, the real break came when I started meeting and talking with real people from the fashion industry, successful models who had zero face fat and who had unbelievable sculpted looking faces and jawlines. I'm talking about people who had figured out how to add facial definition by losing face fat and without plastic surgery. As I learned from these people, I noticed that they did certain things. The more things I saw that actually worked to lose face fat, the more I began to think that I might be on the verge of discovering something big. Now, to make a long story short, I made rapid progress by learning from these models and industry experts, and I took the things I learned from them, tested and refined the ideas into a step-by-step system, and I put it all together for myself. So after a lot of study, time and effort spent researching the topic, I have finally broken the code and I learned the secrets of how to lose face fat for myself, and yes, without plastic surgery. And while I was researching and seeing so many frustrated people like me struggling to lose face fat and uncover higher cheekbones and literally wasting their hard-earned money on worthless products, I decided it was time to put together my own step-by-step system to help them too. But don't take my word. Listen to what real people have to say about it.
I'm really seeing results on my face, which really felt tired before, and I'm no longer worried about sleepless nights and wrinkles because I know my face fitness session will do all the magic.
All of you watching the video now, I just say, just give it a go. Become a member of the Face Fitness Center and just redefine your face and redefine your facial well-being.
It's just like exercising your body. So having exercises for the face is something nice and new, which I haven't ever tried in my life. So everyone out there should try it.
I cannot thank you enough, John, for everything you've done. I highly recommend this program.